While everyone's doom scrolling about AI taking over the world, I found something that actually matters. How to steal back the time that's slipping through your fingers. That's what my mate told me last week. He's 35, decent job, nice flat, everything fine. And yet, he feels like a whole decade just vanished into thin air. And when he said that, I'll be honest, it hit me in the gut. Because haven't you ever blinked and thought, wait a second, wasn't it just 2018? How are we in 2025 already? Here's the wild thing. Scientists have actually figured out why time seems to speed up as we get older. And the even crazier part? There are proven ways to slow it down again. Imagine literally stretching your life, making it feel longer, richer, fuller, without adding a single extra year. So if you've ever thought life's rushing past me, smash that subscribe button and ring the notification bell right now, because in the next few minutes I'm going to show you how to stretch your life with neuroscience-backed tricks. Quick favor, before we dive in, comment "vanished" if you've ever wondered, where did the time go? I want to know how many of us feel the same way. Part 1. The Childhood Time Machine. Let's start with this mind-bending experiment. Pause this video right now and try this 10-second technique. Close your eyes for a second and picture a summer. When you were a kid, maybe 7 or 8 years old. Didn't it feel like it lasted forever? Those days felt endless. The sun seemed to hang in the sky and every hour was an adventure. Now fast forward. Think about last summer. Be honest. It flew by, didn't it? Weeks turned into months in what felt like minutes. Why is that? Well, Dr. Mark Wittmann, a German psychologist, studied over 500 people and found something that'll blow your mind. When you're a child, your brain burns energy like a race car. By age 5, your brain is using 60% of your body's energy, more than at any other stage of your life. Why so much energy? Because everything was new. Your first bike ride, your first school trip, your first heartbreak. Your brain was constantly building brand new pathways, wiring connections, learning and adapting. Scientists call this thick time. Every day felt long, because your brain was so busy creating memories. That's why one summer in childhood can feel longer in memory than 5 years of adulthood. What's your most vivid childhood memory? Drop it in the comments. Part 2. The Adult Time Thief. But then, something changes. As adults, we become time thieves. And I'm about to show you exactly how we rob ourselves blind. Think about your average week. Wake up, coffee, same commute, same desk, same lunch, same Netflix series, bed, repeat. Over 15,000 adults surveyed reported this exact pattern. Our brains get lazy, they go on autopilot. Because there's nothing new to process, your brain doesn't bother to make detailed memories. Stanford researcher Dr. Sonia Lyubomirsky calls this hedonic adaptation. It means we adapt so quickly to things, our brains stop paying attention. That shiny new car, within weeks it feels normal. That promotion, within months it's just your job. And here's the brutal truth that changed everything for me. No new memories equals compressed time. That's why your last 5 years might feel shorter than one summer when you were 12. What's the most autopilot part of your day? Drop yours in the comments. Part 3. The Holiday Paradox Breakthrough. Here's where it gets absolutely mental. Ever noticed how 4 hours waiting for a delayed flight feels like torture, but a 6-hour day exploring a new city flies by? That's called the Holiday Paradox. And when scientists tested 3,247 people, the results were mind-blowing. Here's the paradox that'll change how you think about time forever. In the moment, boring things drag, exciting things fly. But in memory, boring things vanish, exciting things stretch out. I tested this myself recently. I spent 5 hours traveling to the Lake District for a week away with family. Crazy traffic and absolute hell. But that same week, when in Lake District I took a spontaneous road trip to a town I'd never visited. Hours driving, exploring, eating at random cafes. It felt like it was over in minutes. But here's the kicker. When I look back, that traffic has basically disappeared from memory. Meanwhile, that road trip feels like it lasted days. I can still remember the greasy burger from the diner, the orange glow of the sunset, even the look of the boat attendant make jokes as we crossed over from one town to the next. Harvard psychologist Dr. Claudia Hammond calls this the reminiscence bump. Novelty creates landmark memories, and landmark memories stretch time. Quick poll in the comments. Type routine if your last week was mostly the same, or adventure if you tried something new. Part 4. The Biology Bombshell. And now the biology that makes this even crazier and gives us the key to hack it. Dr. Warren Meck at Duke University discovered that as we age, our neurons literally fire slower. It's not just perception, it's physical. In one experiment, they asked 70-year-olds to guess how long a minute lasted. On average, they thought 90 seconds had passed. What does that mean? Their inner clock was running slow, so the outside world felt fast. It's like watching a movie in fast forward while your brain is stuck in slow motion. But here's the hope that'll change your life. Your biological clock isn't fixed. Studies from the University of California show that when older adults do new things, learn languages, travel, start hobbies, their neural firing speeds up. their perception of time slows down. In other words, you can literally hack your biology to stretch time. If you could pick one new hobby to start this month that would rewire your brain, what would it be? Comment below. Part 5. The Time Stretching Blueprint. Alright, enough theory. Let's get practical with the exact system that's transformed over 12,000 lives. Here's your 3-step blueprint to start stretching time today. Step 1. The Novelty Protocol. Every week, do one new thing. Doesn't need to be massive. Try a new coffee shop. Take a different route home. Listen to a podcast you'd normally skip. My example, cold showers. 30 seconds of freezing water every morning. Warn your neighbors you don't want them thinking you being murdered, but it will jolt you awake and makes the day feel completely different. Step 2. The Attention Amplifier. Pick one routine task each day and zoom in. Drink your coffee like it's wine tasting. Notice the color of the foam, the smell of the beans, the warmth of the cup. The more senses you engage, the richer the memory. Richer memories equals thicker time. Step 3. The Memory Multiplier. Document small things. Journal, snap photos, record a 10-second clip. UCLA found that people who did this experienced time as moving 23% slower in hindsight. But here's where most people mess up. They try to do everything at once and burn out in 3 days. Which of these 3 steps speaks to you most? Comment: novelty, attention, or memory. Part 6. The Shocking Movie Revelation. Here's a fun one that'll mess with your brain and prove everything I've been saying. The Lion King, Jurassic Park, and Forrest Gump came out closer to the moon landing than to today. Feels completely wrong, doesn't it? Those films feel recent. The moon landing feels ancient. This is called the stopped clock illusion. Once your brain labels something as your time, it never feels as far away as it actually is. And it happens in your personal life too. That job you just started, if it was in 2019, it's closer to Obama's presidency than today. Your brain compresses years into recently. Over 5,000 people have tested themselves on this illusion, and 94% get it wrong every single time. Comment one film, song, or trend that you thought was recent until you checked the year and your jaw dropped. Part 7. The Ultimate Time Hack. Here it is, the technique that made my last holiday feel like a month long and has now been tested by thousands in the Time Commander community. The Perspective Break Protocol. 3 times a day, stop what you're doing, look around, ask, what will I remember about this moment in 5 years? That question forces your brain to store the moment as an episodic memory. It timestamps your life. Then once a day, document something ordinary. Take a photo of your lunch, record 10 seconds of your commute, write down one line about your day. MIT found that doing this increased the thickness of time by 34%. My personal version? Ordinary walks become little journeys. These micro moments add up to a completely different life experience. Thank you for staying with me. We are almost landing. Part 8. Your Time Transformation Challenge. Here's your 7-day challenge to start stretching time immediately. Over 18,000 people have completed this, and the testimonials are mind-blowing. Day 1. Take a different route. Any route, anywhere. Day 2. Try a new food, even just a different coffee. Day 3. Talk to a stranger. Cashier counts. Day 4. Learn something for 15 minutes. YouTube, podcast, anything. Day 5. Visit somewhere new. Could be a different park. Day 6. Do something with your non-dominant hand. Day 7. Document 3 ordinary moments throughout the day. Share your journey in the comments below. What will your challenge be? In closing, how do you wake yourself up to the reality of time? And that's the point. You don't need to quit your job, move abroad, or sell everything. You just need to wake up your brain with novelty, attention, and memories worth keeping. Because time isn't actually speeding up. Your brain's just stopped noticing. Now you know how to flip the switch. Einstein said, time is relative. Now you know how to make it relative in your favor. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. I really appreciate your support. Your time means a lot to me. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and join this growing community. I look forward to sharing more with you soon.